And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Now Bolden on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now it's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau.
On play action, Rodgers. Buying time to his left.
A check down here to Jones.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Bolden on the return.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They go play action with Wilson.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Rosas' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and goal and still a long way from the end zone. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Detroit.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean Russell just sit back, dare you to throw on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
There's Wilson to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Play action. Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
7 yards the pickup there.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go around.
Seems to be the front and the back end pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Fielded just inside the 30.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Complete here to the right to Bolden. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 2nd and 5 now. Wilson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
McCann now for the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Bolden on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 20, and they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And they take a knee. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Wilson's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
So that's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And he coughed it up, and the Packers pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a week.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will bait.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Yetur Gross-Matos
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
2nd and 20.
What we got?
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. He finds Bolden. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
I don't don't care what level of football you played, this one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along, and hope someone would come free.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And now here is another interception. Julian Love picks it. A little juke. CD, this defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And just shedding him off there. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
18's the mic. Hey, let's get in that hole.
Now Wilson.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
The Lions on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points.
And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, he's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Lions on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
I got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there?
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Now, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now Wilson on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson escaping the pressure. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Where are they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.